If you haven't noticed from all the streams in the past 8 months or so, I think comics are cool. They're such a cool medium to not only get people into reading, but also to show what it is the creator of the comic is imagining, especially if the artist is also the author. Unlike video games, though, where I played for as long as I can remember, the love of comics is a new development that has come and gone for most of my teen and adult life in human years. Yeah, I wasn't an itty-bitty dragon when I really got into comics. There were some potential starts, but they never stuck. Let me tell you about them all. The first start was actually through a video game. There was this game called Sonic Mega Collection Plus for the original Xbox, and this game was a collection of minigames. Some I still enjoy to this day every once in a while, though only through its newer iterations nowadays. This didn't just have games, though. It had comic covers from most, if not all, the comic books that were released at the time, but there were comic stories that you could zoom in and read. I don't remember much now, but I remember Knuckles finding out Eggman was evil and fighting robots alongside Sonic. I thought the comic book felt very picture booky. Like, it wasn't a story being told with pictures and words for the love of the possibilities of the medium, but a story to get kids learning how to read and how to love reading. I feel this way for many comic books that are from the early 20th century. I mean, have you tried reading early 20th century comic books? Those things are wordy. So that was a bit of a bust. Plus, without an allowance for most of my itty-bitty dragon life, there wasn't a real way to get more comic books in my hands. The local library didn't have comic books at the time, so even if I wanted to read more, I was stuck with the same few stories reading with my siblings. That wasn't until there was a bit of a health scare in the family. Don't worry, they're fine, happy and healthy. But there was a trip to the ER. Someone else, who worked in comics, was in the waiting room as well. He drew a picture for the family member, promoted an annual event from one of the big cities called Free Comic Book Day, which is the first Saturday in May, and we immediately made plans. Free books? Let's go! The lines were always long, but it made going into the store worth it. The barrier to entry to how to start reading more comics was still kind of high. Again, no allowance. Didn't know where to start even if I had one. The best I could do was ask Mom for the Sunday newspaper comics while she was cutting coupons, when she was doing a lot of that. I would laugh at some of them, and I would enjoy seeing Charlie Brown, Garfield, and other funnies. During this time, I found out that the DreamWorks animated movie Over the Hedge was originally a comic. What kind of nonsense is that? What other movies were Sunday funnies and comic books first? Eventually, maybe because our local newspaper stopped putting in comics, but we would stop buying newspapers. How else was I gonna look at pictures and words paired together in a fashion like comic books? Oh, but dear viewer, have you ever heard of web comics? It's like comics, whether the strip or the book, but they're on the web. Most important, most are free! That's right, each issue, chapter, or strip costs $0.00. It's a dream come true. I don't care about reading insert superhero here, or insert comic publisher here. I just want to read comics. And that's exactly what I did. I made a comic from 2014 to 2017 too. While I stopped reading comics shortly after my favorite webcomic ended, life also got in the way. But now I have a bunch of free comics I love to read weekly through the more modern method of scroll comics. I guess the love of comics never really goes away. It just ebbs and flows with the time. So yeah, go read some comics. Just don't tell me how I got into manga. That's a rabbit hole for another day.